For the past 3 seasons in Miami, you defended against Mark Sanchez. What do you think about him as a quarterback?
I have defended against him, and I've had to sit in those meetings. And as a head coach, you're in all the meetings, so you're sitting in there and listening to your defensive guys talk about, this guy's mobility and how he moves and his escapability and the way he can get out of trouble. And those are all things that present problems. Mark's release and how fast the release is. So these are all things that I think, are positive things for Mark. Got a chance to know him really well when he was coming out, in the draft, and spend some time with Mark, and was really excited. So it's one of the reasons that I'm excited about being here.
What about some of the other pieces you've inherited, specifically the offensive line? We know you're a guru in that area, and you're taking over a unit that's got an all-pro center in Nick Mangold, and then a foundation at left tackle in DeBrishaw Ferguson.
Always felt watching watching that group of people, that they were a physical bunch of guys. And, I really liked Nick when he came out. Certainly Brick. I also, spent some time with him when he came out, during the course of the draft. So, Slauson, and spent some time with him and those type of guys. So, I like the makeup of that group, certainly. Now, there's some things that we're going to do differently that maybe they hadn't done here before, and I think that they'll like some of the things that we're going to do.
You're from Connecticut. Yeah. You said before you kind of consider this a homecoming.
Well, I've had the great fortune to be part of, the Cowboys and the Dolphins, but always come back here once a year, to play, because whether it was us playing the Giants or the Jets, we were always back here, each year, and I just absolutely love coming back here and playing. So this is home for me, and I've been out in that stadium as a visiting coach a bunch of times, and have seen a lot of my friends, obviously not rooting for me at that time, where now they get a chance to root for me. So I'm excited about that. My wife's family and my family are about 2 hours down the road.
Everybody enjoys the sun. You were in Miami, you were in Dallas. But at heart, don't you think that's who you are, the East Coast guy? And are you looking forward to those late December games when the weather gets cold?
One of the greatest, things that I think happens in our business here in our league is walking out of the tunnel in some of these stadiums, but walking out of the tunnel in this stadium when you get into December and into some of those kind of football games, that really gets me going a little bit.
And how much of an advantage will it be for you walking into a situation where you know the division inside and out?
I think it'll be an advantage, certainly. I do know the division well, and obviously, I know the Dolphin team well, and I know Buffalo, and I know New England. So I think that has to be an advantage coming into our division. It's easy to look at the Patriots and talk about Tom Brady, but there's other elements there and other things involved with that football team. So, I've spent an awful lot of time. There's nobody that you study as a coach more than your own division. And I think that knowledge walking in here is not something that, is going to scare me.
How much of an imprint does Bill Parcells have on you?
An awful lot. Bill Parcells has been, probably one of the biggest mentors that I've had, in this business. And I owe an awful lot to him. He's been a great guy to me. Gave me a lot of opportunities here. But right now, I'm sitting here as one of Rex Ryan's guys.